You're listening to the Oracle Talk Radio Network.
Hello, I'm Sabrina Carpenter.
I'm Dasha.
Hey, I'm Billie Eilish.
What's up, guys? I'm Camila Cabello.
Hey, this is Tate McRae.
I love this station.
I love this station.
You're listening to Chasing Prophecy Radio, where we discuss anything and everything beyond the scope of normal. On the Oracle Talk Radio Network. Broadcasting live in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
If it's unexplainable, we're talking about it.
Whether you're a believer or a skeptic,
we cover everything where the unknown becomes the known.
And now, here are your hosts, Jennie Nicasio and Tom Callway.
Welcome to Chasing Prophecy on the Oracle Talk Radio Network in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, where we discuss anything and everything beyond the scope of normal. I'm Jennie Nicasio, along with my fabulous co-host, Tom Callway. Today is Thanksgiving. I'm so thankful to have you here with us today.
Absolutely. And I'm thankful to be here and thankful to all of you, for everyone watching, tuning in, spending a little bit of your holiday with us. We'd love to be a part of your holiday celebration. And today's Thanksgiving. So hopefully everybody's well fed out there. You had your pie. Maybe you're looking forward to some deals tomorrow, Jenny.
Yeah.
You know, let me ask you that, Jenny. Were you ever a Black Friday person?
Yes, I was.
You were. Used to. Okay. Did you ever do the ridiculous, like staying in line or early?
Yeah, my son wanted the new iPhone back in, oh my God, he must have been about 14 years old, I guess it was. He wanted a new iPhone, so he went outside Sam's Club and we waited. We were out, I think we were there at 3:30 and the store didn't open till like 5 in the morning then.
Was there a line already?
Yes, went all the way around. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we did it a couple times. We went to, I think it was Target once.
Okay.
Kohl's once. We did that. Like crazy fools waiting to get that stupid. There were people are crazy back then. They're not like that anymore.
No, they're not. But I remember too. I didn't do it often. I only maybe a couple times. But you know, where I live, Westchester, Pennsylvania, there's a mall right across. We're right in the middle of two. You got one of the biggest ones in the country, King of Prussia, right outside Philadelphia, and you have the Christiana Mall, which is about equidistance away, just south. Right over the border in Delaware, where there's tax-free shopping. So us in the area, we would always do our shopping down at the Christiana Mall, get the tax-free deals, save yourself go down. We didn't go to often, but if you went there a couple times a year and just stocked up on a lot of stuff, you save $300-$400.
Oh yeah.
So that was the mall of choice. And one year, now I was in high school, 17 years old. Teenage dirtbag Tom, I had a girlfriend and she wanted to do the shopping. She wanted to do the Black Friday shopping. This mall opened up at 3 a.m. So, after Thanksgiving and being 17, you can go to bed at midnight and wake up at 3, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can do that.
Not anymore. I can't do that anymore. But that's what we did. We just spent the night together and we went down to the mall and we left at 2:30. We get there about 3:05 and there was lines and we didn't really think anything of it. Okay, whatever. But it's a mall. It's huge. The whole mall.
Yeah.
The whole mall was open. Not one store, but the whole mall. So we got in there pretty fast, right? There's a lot of exits and entrances to malls, right? So we go in there. They had like this little pop-up coffee areas with free coffee all around in like the center walking areas you can go get.
That's nice.
It was nice. It was really nice. She wanted to go to what's the popular clothing for teenage, like Hollister or Abercrombie and Fitch or whatever. One of those. We went to one of those stores, and the line is doubled up. So here, say the register is against this wall. It's around to the back, to this one, to around to the front, and then back to where the original register was. So you actually got in line at the register to go around the store and get back. And, we spend 3-4 hours there. The sun starts coming up And once you start seeing the sun, you're really tired. I mean, you're
Yeah.
walking in the mall. It's a hell of a thing.
It's time to
You get
go.
all kinds of deals. But why we wanted to go there was it was the first, and you're right, they don't do it anymore. But like the first 100 people got like an 80% off.
They used to do that.
Yeah, yeah. And this was clothes. It wasn't only electronics. You could get clothes. You could go do whatever. Go anywhere you wanted.
Mhm.
But that was my memory of that. There's a part of me to be like, would I do that again? I might
It was
try
kind of
it.
fun. It
It
was
is kind
fun.
of fun because it's it's not an every year thing. You know what I mean? I would definitely try to do that again if they had it. But again, you're right. The max you get early anymore is like 8 a.m. or 7 a.m.
Yeah, they don't do it like I used to, and I don't know. It was fun. I enjoyed. I mean,
I
it's
did too.
exciting getting up, and going. That reminds me. You know how when you were kids, you'd go out to the club, and then you would go out to eat breakfast. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah, yeah, you would do an all-nighter, and all of that, and you're having fun and you're meeting, and especially again, being in my area, you are in the Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware little corner right there. You're right in
Mhm.
the corner. It's 30 minutes to one, it's 30 minutes to the other. So, and Pennsylvania being a commonwealth and being ran by Quakers, we had some of the more stricter alcohol laws, growing up at
Yeah.
that point. So what we would do is go right across the border into Maryland, where it's a complete 180 from what
Yeah,
we
you
are
got
here.
is it under
Their
21 or
bars are
is it?
connected to actual beer and liquor stores. First of all, you can buy
Oh,
beer and liquor
yeah.
in the same place over there, not here, but you can buy it in the same place, and there's a bar connected to it. So you know how many times we would just you drink at the bar, you get a case, you pull down someone's gate on their pickup truck, and you're just
Mhm.
talking to randos in the parking lot for
Mhm.
two,
That's what the
three
good old
hours.
days.
You learn a lot about people at that point. You know what I mean? You see them again maybe the next weekend. And then there was and this is one of our loves is the Waffle House, which is right down the road.
Waffle House.
So you sobered up with Waffle House, covered, smothered, and chunked is what I get for anyone keeping track of the
Mm.
hash browns, the cheese, the ham, and the onion, and some eggs, and you sober up. You went home. You slept till
N
4 or 5 in the
Yeah,
afternoon,
and
and
then
then you
you
did
get
it
ready to
again.
go back out. Yeah, I know. That's amazing how you had the energy to do that. Oh god.
I
I
know.
remember just getting up in the morning and never coming home. You'd be gone. Could you imagine doing that now? Oh my god, I'm ready for
I
bed like
know.
at
There'd be so
3 o'clock.
many. Well, I mean, I heard stories from people, growing up, how it was in the 80s, where if you were drinking and driving, they'd tell you just pour it out and you go home, get the hell out of here. You know what I
I'm
mean? That's
surprised I'm alive. Because in
yeah.
the I was a some of the stuff I did when I was,
Well, we look
young
back
in the
on it, right,
'80s.
and we cringe about what what our
If my
choices
kids
were.
would did have done that, I would have killed them. What I did when I have a lot to be thankful for.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
here 'cause
Well,
it's amazing. It's
absolutely. Let me ask you
crazy.
this.
Mm.
In our area, a few now this is pre 2020, right? They don't do it anymore, but did you ever have local bars and restaurants open at Christmas, or I'm sorry, Thanksgiving night? At night, like they would open at like 8 or 9 o'clock till midnight or so.
I can't remember. My grandmother had a bar called Joe and Jenny's on Rhode Road in Penn Hills, and I can't remember if she was open at the I think she was closed and then they opened up. Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? Yeah, I think
Yes,
that was it.
yes, that's what I mean. Like, it was almost like a Willy Wonka thing where if you were a good customer, right, you didn't cause any
Mhm.
trouble, you were there often, you tipped well, they would give you like this personal info, like, hey, we're actually going to open at like 9 o'clock on if you
Yeah,
want.
I think they did. I'll have to check with my, my cousin George. Um, he was a bartender there, and he's on Facebook. I'll have to tag him and ask him because he would know.
Yeah, but like we had that in our area. Now I was always the small bar guy, all of that kind of stuff. Just from where we were, we didn't have too many dance halls and things like that, dance clubs,
Mhm.
whatever you want to call it. But it was fun. I had taken you know, mother-in-law there with my wife, her sister. a couple of my friends, you know what I mean? And it's like a bar closed down, and then there was maybe 30 other people. And in a bar, big bar, you know what I mean? And that was
Mhm.
it. And the door was locked and they let you
Yeah, it
in.
was like just the regular patrons could go.
Exactly. And we all were very generous with the
Yeah.
the bartender who was there, because they're only working 3 hours, so they're only making like $15
Yeah.
from
That's
there. So but they were fun, and the owner didn't care. Like the bartenders were having drinks. We were watching maybe a football game, or the night
mhm.
football game going on. But those were some of the better memories. I always preferred the
Yeah.
elbow room and the smaller, intimate, more crowd.
It reminds me of my grandma when she she would do Thanksgiving down at the bar, and she had a
Hmm.
dining room. But my grandma, she had like a huge punch bowl of eggnog, and she used to have so many candies. And she would have those Italian little almond things,
Oh yeah, yeah,
candies,
yeah.
weddings. She'd have that around it, and all these. There was this one cookie, Tetaluch. I don't know. It was Thanksgiving, but she had all these good baked goods, and it just makes me I
Did
get
she
that
do
feeling when
pizzelles?
what's that?
Did she do pizzelles?
Yeah. She
Yeah,
had a big table, and I always wanted to do that at Thanksgiving, have them the eggnog and like a nice punch. Maybe I'll do it this year, even though I don't eat the
yeah.
cookies and stuff, just for the kids, and maybe
That would
do
be
a
fun. That would be
yeah,
fun.
maybe
You got to give them
do
memories too. So I
yeah,
think
do a
that'll be a
card
great memory.
table and put some eggnog and cookies, and
Yeah.
that we would go down there and have Thanksgiving. It brings back a lot of memories because it
You
was
know
it
that
was just us.
you brought back some memories too. My grandmother, off the boat Italian. My grandfather actually got guff from his family because why are you marrying an Italian woman? Because he was straight British, but it was definitely a fun time. But he, which what I remembered is she would put a lot of attention to detail on the look of the food. Obviously, the cooking that goes without saying,
Mhm,
but the presentation, right? The
mhm.
presentation of everything, and also always made sure that the den or some area off to the side was all kids, only kids. So
Yeah.
when you said the card table, it'd be like Uno there, or Scrabble, or other, like kid games that the
Mhm.
cousins, the little kids could all play with each other. And then like out back, make sure the leaves were blown away into a pile. So if kids wanted to play in that, or things like that, you just like the like core memory for me that back in the day they used to put a real emphasis on, like, all right, if you want the kids out of your hair, set up a damn area for them.
Yeah, seriously. We have a little well, there's my kids are still little. They're like
Oh
2
yeah,
and
like I'm
yeah, so
talking about like 8 to 12, something around there.
yeah, when they get a little bit bigger, it'll be crazy, I'm sure, but it'll be nice. You know,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Well, see, what was different this year at Thanksgiving, we have Christmas decorations out. And
Oh,
I
you
missed
do?
that because my daughter-in-law wanted to have the tree up and everything because Thanksgiving is so late. Well, it is. It's the latest it's ever been for a while. And it seems like, yeah, okay, well, December's what, in 2 days,
Yeah.
It's just you have I don't know, it's just crazy because it's just weird with a Christmas tree. I don't know. I used to have all these, Thanksgiving centerpieces I can't use.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got Thanksgiving. I had to use Thanksgiving. This is funny. I had to use Thanksgiving plates, even though we have Christmas decor out. It's just goofy, but
I know what you're
whatever.
talking about. Ever since, and there's been a rush, I guess, the last 20 years or
Yeah,
so,
I don't know what
that
the heck.
once Halloween's over, it's now Christmas, and Thanksgiving's the forgotten one. But, I remember growing up, there was like cornucopia, the plastic
Yeah, that's what I used to
pumpkins,
have.
the
I had a
plastic
big
apples, the plastic
cornucopia that I
leaves,
can't put up. Yeah.
all the centerpieces that would be there, your browns and your oranges and your yellows.
Yeah, it doesn't go with red and green
No,
and gold
no,
and
red, green, white, like, and now I know they got multicolored lights and all of that. But I guess to each their own, but I don't want to forget the
mm-mm.
Thanksgiving because, and maybe,
Thanksgiving is so important because you have so much to be thankful for. We should take a time to be thankful. But next year, Tom, I'm
when
going
is
to
it?
put all my big wreaths, my Thanksgiving stuff out in September, and I'm going to enjoy until Thanksgiving.
Good. I
And
mean,
then,
you can, Christmas is such a, like a concrete thing where this is Christmas. But I guess, in October too, you can do Halloween and Thanksgiving, you know what I mean? Start to have
Oh
those
yeah, I
side
used
by
to do
side.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do next year. I'll just do it all together. You know, whatever.
No, it's definitely true. And it's a
So,
great one.
what do you have to be thankful for before we get into what our theme is tonight?
Yeah.
Is
It's
what are you
being
thankful
thankful in
for?
the paranormal.
Paranormal.
I
But
love it.
what are you thankful for today?
So
Not
I'm thank
paranormal. We're gonna do this first. What are you
okay.
thankful for?
So in my life right now, I'm thankful for the health that I have. I see a lot of people day in and day out that might not have that. And so I wanted to put that out there. I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful to be on this side of the dirt. I'm thankful to have a good spiritual connection, much better than I have maybe in other times of my life. I'm glad to have that, devotion and the discipline to keep with it. Let's see. I'm thankful, obviously, wife's family, my family, friends. I'm thankful for, avenues opening up. Uh, I'm thankful for this program, our network, last Thanksgiving, you didn't even know who Tom Conway was, and I didn't know who Jenny and Cassio was. So, how much a year can change things. I'm thankful that both of us are open and receptive to meeting new people because look at the connection that we have now.
Mhm.
It wouldn't have happened if either one of us were, stonewalled and
Mhm.
meeting new people or whatever. So I'm very thankful for that. And pets, 2 cats, 1 dog. Thankful for those little knuckleheads. Um, and you know what I'll say, I'm not afraid to say, I'm thankful to be here in the United States. I'm thankful that my soul could have been anywhere, uh, and being right here. So a laundry list, I guess. But I always, and I'm sure I'm leaving things out, but I just want to, name all of those different things that I'm thankful for because in one time or another, you don't know what could be ripped from you at any
Mhm.
given moment. So I just wanted to
Absolutely.
say, too much rather than not enough in
That's
that point.
wonderful. You have all the good reasons and all. I'm so thankful that you have all those things in your life that you're
Thank,
thankful for.
thankful. Yeah. Now, what about you? Your turn in your life, not paranormal. We'll get
Okay.
into paranormal later.
Yeah, I'm thankful to be able to get up in the morning. I'm thankful for, yes, that I can get up without a day that's not full of pain. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful, just like I said, another day on this earth. I'm thankful
Yeah.
for my relationship with Christ, how I've come so far in that. And I'm thankful for my family, my health. Thankful for my grandbabies. I'm thankful for my parents who gave me the opportunity to be able to share my home with my children. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for them. And I'm thankful for my siblings who have passed on, that someday I'll get to meet them again. And I'm thankful for Ava. I'm
Oh,
thankful for the 11 years so far that I've had her. The companionship has been wonderful, and I thank God every day because she, like I said, she's got a big tumor, and I don't know, her days are numbered, and I'm thankful for every day that she's with me. And I'm thankful for my brother Ralph, who used to be a pain in my ass, but I'm thankful for him and his family, and I'm thankful for, oh gosh, I'm thankful for the memories I've had. Um, I'm thankful for living in the United States. I'm thankful for the election that went our way. I'm thankful for all my friends out here who watch Chasing Prophecy. I'm thankful for the platform that I have here that I can reach out. And I'm thankful for all my people who regulars are on the show. I can't even name Sebastian, Joe Fox, John Kelly, um, Graham.
yeah.
Oh my God, there's so many out there that watch us. I'm thankful for the network. I'm thankful for Oracle Talk Radio Network, which is something I never thought I'd be doing. I'm thankful for UPRN for giving me the opportunity to be on the radio for all those years with them and gave me the boot, sort of, meaning they didn't like what I did. So if it wasn't for them, I would have been, I would never
Yeah.
have thought about doing this with Tom. I'm thankful for Tom. I put him in my gratitude journal with everybody
Thank
else
you.
out there. Thankful for my writing. I'm thankful for my books that have been published. My fans out there who support me, who do the reviews. I'm thankful for clean air and clean water in the United States. Thank you for everything. There's so much to be thankful for. I mean,
Yeah.
I can go on and on. I could sit here. I mean, I can pull out my gratitude journal and, how it's getting full. And I'm thankful for this platform, because if I didn't have this, I would just keeping it to myself on my morning show. I'm thankful for that. And the Good Morning Jesus Pages of Faith is all about that. And if it wasn't for this platform, I would never have been able to do it. Just so much, Tom. So much to be thankful for. My
Hey,
life, my another day that I'm here. This is what I have. I get all teary-eyed when I do the when I tell we do this, dinner time, and I said, you go down the list, and I have lost a lot of family members, immediate family members, and I'm thankful that my sisters. I'm thankful that I am here. They weren't given the opportunity to see their grandbabies, and I am so thankful for that, because that's tough.
yeah.
That they weren't able. I don't want to go there anymore. You know how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
But you have so much in your life, and you have to be thankful for it. And everybody, there's just the little things in life, Tom.
Yeah, I
People
know.
take for granted. Just the little things mean a lot, and everybody has to just take that time. And thank
right.
God for just getting up in the morning and not being in pain. There's so many families out there that don't have family, and they don't have their health, and they don't have a job, and they're struggling. So yes, we have a lot to be thankful for in this country. And if you don't like this country, I don't even want to go there. So if you're at your table, or we're at your table today, and you didn't thank God for America, then you shouldn't be here either. But there we go. Okay.
There you
Let's go to
go.
the paranormal.
Lovely. That's a lovely one. I loved all of that. And you're right. In this world, it's easy to get caught up in what you don't have versus what you
Mhm.
do have, and it's a whole comparison game that's been kind of drilled into our minds, right, since birth. And to take the time out to get that appreciation out of you, really helps calm down the whole rat race of life. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
stop to think what you do have, because it is hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. It is hard. You look at things other people have, and you might not have that. And
And it can
we
be taken away at a
it
blink of an
can.
eye. That's why we definitely have to be thankful. Definitely have to
Absolutely.
be thankful.
Absolutely. And very good job. Thankful or mentioning the people, right? The people that make us happen, that make us going, that we want to put content out for. Mentioned Sebastian, Joe, Nikki, all of the wonderful people that come out. Um, I would like at this time, Jenny, to read. We'll start with Nikki. What she's thankful for. Nicole Gaspar, the
Okay.
Mystic, whispers. So, she had wrote. Um, let's see. She's grateful for family, friends, and hot water again because she got a new hot water heater.
Oh,
But
that's great.
in terms of, I can sure see why that's thankful. Nobody likes cold in there. But in terms of the paranormal realm, I really am thankful for the gifts that I have, the ability to use them, the people I've met in my podcasting journey, and her angelic encounters with archangels and dreams of divine entities.
There you go. That's great, Nicole.
That is a great one. That is a great one. And I'm going to tell you this, Jenny, when she mentioned the thing that stuck out is she mentioned her gifts, right? And I've talked to a good amount through labeled paranormal beyond the radar, and then even on here, I've talked to a good amount of psychic mediums, and a lot of them don't want it to be called a gift because sometimes it's more of a burden.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that, like, okay, if this is what you have and you don't know how to turn it off, you're going to have all kinds of spirits coming at you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to get in touch with their family members. So I guess, a crucial part of that is knowing how to control that gift.
Yeah. That is, yeah, definitely. It's being able to control it.
Yeah. I can think of it as more of a burden. I couldn't, I don't know if I would be a good one if I had that.
I guess it could be, especially if you can't do anything about it. You
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. Absolutely. So I guess I'll take the next one in the paranormal realm. Now, I'm not going to copy Nicole, although a big part of it is you meet a lot of cool people along the way, right? When you do
Mhm.
this
Oh,
stuff in the
definitely.
paranormal journey, from people we've interviewed on air to people whose books you read that you might not have read,
Mhm.
who people you meet in real life, whether it's at like a conference or a debut or a show or just getting in contact to like a paranormal group or people local within your society, whether it be virtual, like the meetup world, or a society where you meet outside at like a Barnes and Noble and you meet up with people. Those are you meet some really good down to earth people, and you start to realize that there you shouldn't have this stigma of people who believe in the paranormal because not a lot of them are just kooks. You know what I mean? A lot of them are really down to earth, good individuals. So, I needed to say that first, but I'm I'm gonna say this in terms of paranormal, what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that I have not had that um all or nothing bad experience. I've had a full body apparition. I've seen that. I've seen that on the ghost tour that I had. It was only for a few seconds, but I'm thankful I didn't have the negative encounter. You know what I mean? I'm thankful I didn't have a demonic encounter. I
I
didn't
hope
have,
not.
yeah, a scary, trauma inducing memory of the paranormal that might keep you away from it. You know what I mean? It might keep you out of it. Like, oh, I never want to see that again. Uh, I'm happy that there's been weird things that could have an explanation for them, which would continue the drive, right? It continues the drive of wanting to find out information, find out more. Um, what I would love to do, outdoor investigations. I would love to do the, a Bigfoot, like we just had Squatch Man. I
Oh,
would love to
yeah.
drive around with him in his vehicle. You know what
You're
I mean?
crazy. I would.
Outdoors and see
I'd be
that.
too scared.
Well, yeah,
I'd
he's
give him
scary.
credit, Tom, for doing that by himself in the backwoods of, was it Mississippi? Is that where he's
Mississippi.
from?
Yeah, because it doesn't have to be a Bigfoot to kill you down there. There's a lot of
Yeah.
other normal animals that'll mess you up
I
down
know.
in Mississippi. Um, and thankful for a UFO encounter that I had that kept me going.
Yeah.
That started this love affair of
Hmm.
the paranormal and all of that. So, um, I just and I guess the last thing would be I'm thankful for, I guess the stigma coming down a little bit and there's more people that are willing to hear and to talk because without stories, they're just going to drown away. You know what I mean? If
Hmm.
you need to have the stories to come out to keep people engaged and reinvigorated in the paranormal.
Most
So,
definitely.
yeah, that one's mine.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. You what?
How about you? What about you for your paranormal?
Mine is I am thankful for the congressional hearings. I'm thankful
Okay.
for all the whistleblowers that came out
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
risked their freedom. And this, I'm thankful for taking away the stigma that comes from reporting UAPs and UFOs and abductions. And I'm thankful for being able to get this information out to the public, and I think it's about time. I mean, come on, we've been dealing with this since 1947, and I mean, I'm thankful for all the investigators and the pilots that come out, and Steve Greer and what's his name, Alfonso, whatever his name is, I
Lou
can never
Elizondo, David
Lou. I'm
Rush,
thankful for his book
Brian
and
Graves.
Tenet.
Yeah.
I'm thankful. Yeah, I'm thankful for all that, because I'm thankful for the X-Files, because they're the ones who
Yes.
started all this, the putting this seed in our minds and making us want to know the truth, because the truth is out there, and you want to believe, and you believe that there's something else more powerful than us out there, that they're intelligent, and it's a great time to be alive, really, and I'm thankful for that in the paranormal world. And I'm thankful for all the investigators. I'm thankful for Sean Kelly for opening my eyes to ghosts and going on investigations, because I never knew anybody that was doing that, and it was great to have him so close to home, and to hook up with him and understand what he it's people like you and I and Sean and all those whistleblowers and UFO hunters and ghost hunters that make this world entertaining and fun. I mean, because what if we took all that away? Think about it, how boring we would be. Opening up. Yeah. So that's what I'm thankful for. I think it's a cool thing. I just wish there's more hearings. I hope there are going to be. I know they said something about February. Did they say something about January? I can't remember.
They reconvene in January or February. I don't know the exact schedule, but there won't be anything until they reconvene.
Yeah, and I'm thankful for the people in the paranormal field, the people who like to listen to podcasts like this, like you guys there, like Sebastian and Sean and Joe, and we have to get some more. Then people like, do you want to listen to it? I mean,
that's a very good point.
Cool.
No, that's a very good point, because we do this live show and we get sometimes hundreds of people viewing, sometimes we don't get that many people viewing, and it doesn't matter, because no matter what, it's going to be out there the next day or within a couple of days on a podcast, and people can listen to us at any point.
That's what's nice, is they can listen to us live, but then they can go, if they missed it, they can go listen to the recaps. We get a lot of people who watch the recaps.
We do get a lot of people. We get hundreds of thousands watching clips of all of our shows each month on TikTok or Shorts or Reels or Stories, whatever your preferred method is. And then the podcast is really picking up. We're getting dozens of people listening every week to not just our show, but all of our shows, and we just want to keep that growing. And the more people, if we just affect one person, we did our job. You know what I mean? All we have to do is open the eyes of one person. And that's where, we really have affected, the world. And we don't have to, we're not sitting here saying you have to believe what we believe. Absolutely not. We're just providing you with content for you to make your own decision about how you feel about ghosts. Because listen, not everybody's a paranormal believer in all of it. Some believe in cryptids, but don't believe in UFOs. Some believe in ghosts, but some don't believe in psychics. Some believe in a couple, not the other two. It doesn't matter to us. We provide you the content. You make your own decision. We just want you to think for yourself. That's all we do.
That's definitely. And I mean, I've been doing this for, it'll be 5 years. I believe it's June. It's going to be 5 years. And I've met so many different people, and it was just so many different things that, because chasing properties is anything beyond the scope of normal. There's so many things that are not normal. Absolutely. In this world, and it's nice to be able to talk to people who share this. I mean, I don't believe in everything I hear.
Oh yeah.
But we've had a fun. It's been a fun time. I mean, I've talked to exorcists, abductees, angel people who believe they were angels, and hybrids, and aliens, and all kind of stuff. And it's really crazy.
It
Yeah,
is. But we give
it's
them a
even if
platform.
we yeah, and if even if we get one person to have an open mind,
Hmm.
and that's even my morning show. I mean, if I touch one person that's an
Yeah.
unbeliever who decides to convert to
Hmm.
Christianity, I did my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
And
great. Great.
well, I don't have to tell you. You see your own numbers with Good Morning Jesus, and
I
that
know.
didn't exist.
It's
That didn't
starting to
exist.
grow.
And now it's growing, and that's all
Yeah.
because of you. You've affected change already in the 2 months that this, guys, we've only been on.
The only thing that's confusing me, I get people watching it on Facebook. I guess I have to advertise my YouTube channel because I have nobody listening. But I do have the shorts. The shorts, there was like 450 views. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand that because they don't listen. I guess people don't want to listen to the whole thing. They just want to listen to bits and pieces. I don't know. But
That's
it's
sort of
hard
where
though.
media is. It is hard, and that's sort of where media is for YouTube. They're going to view your shorts. If they're going to
Yeah.
listen to you live, it's Facebook or it's the radio station.
Yeah, that's what
You
I've
know what I
noticed.
mean? Because look, you know how dumb YouTube is. If you close your phone, it cancels it.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
weird.
why. We get a lot of people, and people like Joe. He's not the only one, but we get a lot of people driving for a living. Those are real hardworking, backbone of America people, where they don't listen to music anymore. They'll put our podcast on, they'll put our shows on, they'll put our radio station on, and take a listen to what we all have to say. And I think that's fascinating because, I mean, you see it, I see it when I go grocery shopping. People they have headphones in. They have their
Yeah, I
earbuds.
know.
They're doing whatever. And if you're just listening to us or whatever you're listening to, we just want you to
It's
listen to content
nice.
you like. Yeah, it is nice. It is
It's
nice to
nice.
see the patterns of people.
It makes you feel good when they're especially in the morning when I do my show and even when I don't do a live show, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to do more. I got more viewers when I do the live.
Okay.
My number one fan is you, Joe. Yeah, because and I appreciate that. It gives me a boost when I see his name pop up. But
Yeah.
yes,
And people don't
Joe, I
realize.
appreciate you.
There you go. And that's the thing. People don't realize how it means to us when you comment and you give
Mhm.
a good morning. You give a hello, you give all of that. It makes us just want to do it that much more. So
Yeah.
if anybody listens, please give a comment or anything. We love
Yeah.
hearing from you. We love hearing from you. Just check in. You don't have to ask a question to a guest. You don't have to ask a question to us. You don't have to
Just
know
know that
anything.
you're there in the
You just let us
in the
know, hey
chat.
Tom, how are you doing? Hey Jenny, how are you doing? And that's
I know
plenty for us.
because people go back. Like I know my son, he was listening to Michael Anthony and he wanted to call in. I know that StreamYards is working on a phone number thing that you can
Yeah.
call in right into I don't know how they're going to do it. That would be fantastic if they could do that, like, that you could actually have instead of doing the link. And I know that they're working on TikTok. So that would be nice because I have a lot of followers on TikTok. And it would be nice to be able to do a live from here that we can just pull up a destination.
I know.
So
That
that's
would
going to
be
be
so nice.
amazing when that happens. So I'm hoping it
Big
happens
things
in the near
coming
future.
for OTRN, big things.
Yes.
And I guess let me share this one, Jenny. Our intern Nicole, wonderful intern, wonderful person, great singer, by the way. She has an album out. So best of luck, Nicole, to that. And she did a paranormal thankful. So I'm going to read hers. I'm thankful for how the paranormal brings people together and encourages independent thinking. I love how paranormal communities can bond over shared interests like the universe's mysteries, and it's always amazing to see people do their own research and field work to create new theories and ideas. Very well said, Nicole. That's Nicole
Yeah.
Costa, our intern here at
Yeah,
Chasing
definitely.
Prophecy.
Critical thinking.
It is. It's something that we need to get back to. Because there are a lot of distractions. There are a lot of things trying to dumb down the population, right? And critical thinking, universes, mysteries, people doing their own research and their own field work. You have to love that. You have to love how
Mhm.
paranormal does do that because there's not many communities that promote that stuff, right?
Yeah.
What did we just say before this? We're not trying to change anybody's mind. We're just bringing the evidence to you for you to make up your own mind.
Yep.
You
They
know,
want you to
and that's
make up your own mind.
yes, exactly. That's why the guests that we have last week with Squatch Man. You know what I mean? Just listen to that guy tell his. I love Squatch Man too, but just listen to him tell his stories. There was no air of him trying to convince us. He was just telling what happened in his life.
Definitely.
He was telling his fears. He was telling his excitements. He was telling his theories. He was telling the different things that he saw, all matter of factly, you know. And here's a hint for anybody out there: if somebody's trying to convince you of something, they're lying.
Yes.
People that aren't lying about stories, they could give a damn whether you believe it or not. They're just telling you what happened, and that's that. You know, it's filled with a lot of those people.
And then if they don't give you any kind of feedback, that they're hiding something.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these paranormal people, like government, and they're trying to hide the fact that there are creatures from another world going into the oceans. And there's a underground alien base in the ocean. Oh, we don't have that information because we don't want to tell you, because they're hiding it, because they don't want to tell us. So if they're not going to tell us, they're hiding it. And I'd like to know why they're hiding it, though.
That would be a wonderful way to discuss, but that's an excellent segue, Jenny. So let's play our Thanksgiving commercial, and then I'll play some of these videos, okay?
Okay.
I'm thankful that we're all here enjoying life. Not everybody can do that.
On opportunities.
I'm thankful that I'm so fortunate for getting so much.
The Oracle Talk Radio Network is thankful for all of you. All of you make this happen. Thank you for such a great start, and we look forward to providing the best content for you.
I love his voice. Was that his real voice?
I'm sure he uses a little filter, but
and that's from what is that from the Get Off My Lawn? Is that which one is that?
Oh no. That's not from Stale. No, Mike, no. That's not him, but he has Rich. He has a very good voice. Have you ever listened to their intro? Stay off my lawn. You know, he's a wonderful. He has that old crotchety voice that I just think is wonderful. But no, that's another gentleman that he's not on the network, but he has his own what's it called? Benstown Branding is the name of it, and they do a lot of our voiceover work. So we're thankful for them too. We're thankful for that we have them, because they really help us make professional quality commercials such as things like that and voiceovers. So that's wonderful there. But I'm going to show, since you mentioned the ocean, I'm going to show the Trepang, the USS Trepang from the 1980s, who I'm going to bring it up right here. These are images caught off in the distance of multiple UFOs coming in and going out of the water. As you can see there, the water splashed up. This one was right before it hit and submerged. It's 1971. I said 85.
That's a while ago too.
It is a while ago. It was hidden. It was hidden for a while and declassified not too long ago with many other documents. And if for all the people who remember, 1971's in the heart of Blue Book, Project Blue Book.
Yeah.
So that was one where was one of the unsolved in Project Blue Book. Out of the 12,000, there's most of them were debunked as different types of weather phenomena, other craft, things like that they didn't know about, or military, spacecraft or aircraft. And there was about 400 and some that were never debunked, and that was one of them. There that the Trepang was, surfaced, saw these things coming in and out of the water, and again predates all of the. So when they say, in 2022 and 2023 at these hearings that, oh, now we have USOs and things like that, it really debunks it, because this is 1971 and you had footage of this. Kind of like what you
Yes.
said, Jenny, about how they're hiding it.
Yes, they're hiding it. I don't know if
Yeah.
they think we're children or what, that we can't handle the truth.
I mean, I bet you that's a part of it, but I don't think that's the main part of it. I think there's a lot of embarrassment. I think they don't want to admit that I don't know, because when you admit I don't know, there's going to be somebody coming for your job behind you saying, "Oh, I know.
Mhm.
I know what it is." But they
Mhm.
don't have any idea, but you want to keep your place. You know what I mean? Those in power will do anything to keep it. So, whether it's manufactured theories or trying to get the heat off, they are going to use public opinion as their reasoning, even though I don't think that's has anything to do with it. It's they're scared of looking dumb. And all of the money that gets spent in this country on defense every single year in the budget, if you're going to tell me you still don't know, and it's 1971,
Mhm.
that here's proof from 1971 that you saw these things, and now all the money you have, you don't know what it is.
It's been going on. I mean, you can go back in history in the Renaissance. I mean,
Yeah,
paintings and stuff. They
yeah.
have spaceships. But let me ask you something, Tom. Okay, so we have all this disclosure and we have all this evidence that there's other beings coming to Earth. What's it going to look like when they actually come? Are we going to be so desensitized that we don't care?
I think to an extent, yes. I think the way to get people more accustomed to UFOs is to have a slow burn. Get in room temperature water, then turn the heat up, rather than just say everything at once and the water's boiling. You know what I
Do you
mean?
think that's what's happening right now? I mean,
I do.
it
I
seems
do.
like it with
I think everything. I think this is planned. The airing of this is planned. A skiff is a behind closed door meeting that no cameras, and you have to sign agreements that you're not going to let anything out of. They could have all of these things in those meetings, but they choose to air them a little bit here and there. And now we're seeing more aired. And in the spring, there's going to be more. And in the summer next year, is going to be more. And then in the fall of next year, is going to be more, because they have to keep this up. I think that this is, a start of something. I think what David Grush and Graves did, I forget the last guy, but what they did last summer in 2023 was the start of this disclosure, of letting people know and seeing how it goes. Because I think if this thing starts to get away from them, they're going to pull all this stuff back. They're going to say, no,
yeah.
no, no, okay, there's no aliens, there's no nothing like that. If people start going nuts, which is the fear. But if you keep desensitizing people to this, you're going to be okay with it. You're going to be okay with more. You're going to be okay with more. Sort of like the violence in video games, or the TV and murder and stuff on TV. And you know what I mean? There was nothing like that before. And now every show is like, rated mature, or
Mhm.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, so I do think that this is the start, and we're never going to get this dump. You know what I mean? I have a feeling we're never going to get this dump. We're going to get a nugget in this one, which we had with the USOs. We're going to get a nugget in a further nugget in the one in the spring. In the summer, there's going to be a little bit more, and I think it's going to be there until we come up with the whole picture.
I don't know. I'm excited. But because we saw those one videos where the creatures did not look like they were very nice. That's my biggest fear, that we're gonna these if something does happen and the bad guys come,
Yeah.
how are we going to react? I mean, do we have enough technology to even defend ourselves because they
I
said
think
that their technology is so advanced. If they're
so,
hostile.
so in a very good interview that I had on Labeled Paranormal, and then through a series of books, and just learning about this, the answer is no, but yes. And what I mean by that is the human people here wouldn't have enough to combat a dark invasion or a force.
Mm-hmm.
But if, a working theory out there is that is that there's light beings or good aliens, Arcturians, Palladians, and I'm forgetting the last one, but there's another one where they are guardians of Earth. They are the angelic figures that a Bible is referencing. They are ones that say if one of these dark or demonic forces of aliens comes and tries to attack Earth, we have to intervene on Earth's behalf, because the point of Earth is creation, is life, is soul journey that the Bible teaches us about to be a good person, to get into heaven. If you are coming and interfering with that, we have to then interfere with you. So there's almost like a detente where they won't come because they know they will be destroyed. So instead of that direct invasion, right, they're going to poison us with temptations, right? You know what I mean? Greeds, things like that.
I don't know, because when we get into topics like this, where, like, even the one that Tucker Carlson said that he was attacked by some demonic thing, that he, in prior videos, he said that he believes that he has information that these creatures from outer space are demonic. They're demons. They're not aliens from a different planet. So,
and to a certain point, I agree with that. I do believe there are dark forces, the reptilians. There's a whole list, especially, I don't want to advertise for this guy but this guy's book has a lot of that stuff in it about what is a dark demonic being from outer space, and what are the good cosmic law of one, or creationist, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good information about what both of them are. And I do believe with him that there are dark ones. And I believe that human greed and human free will here on this planet would probably rather work with the darker side than the lighter side. You know what I mean? To get ahead with
that's the way.
greed.
But it changes your whole aspects on what Christianity is too. If they're demons, I mean, or like
I don't think it has
what
to change
aliens.
that much.
I mean, so if you have aliens out there floating around, that brings up the topic of creation.
I understand how if you were, going by the Bible and you're taking that, but I don't think it has to be separate. The Bible talks about beings from the heavens. You know what I mean? And
that's what I say. I mean, that's my opinion too.
So,
but
who's to say this can't be talking about the same thing? They talk about creatures from hell. They talk about creatures from hell, which is supposed to be below us. And what is the ocean? What if it's all below?
What if everything is coming to fruition? What if all this disclosure is leading up to what God talks about in the Bible?
And
like
there's
Revelation.
I don't want to scare you, but there is a belief of that. A gentleman I was talking to just not that long ago on Beyond the Radar mentioned that this disclosure is the start of a coming of a humanity point of whether we and this is collective, this isn't just Jenny or Tom, this is as humanity, right? Is coming to a point of, are we focused on self, or are we going to be focused on others? And they said we're coming to that point, that this disclosure might be the start of something. Whether it happens in our lifetime is one thing, but even if it happens in 200 years, we're not here for that, but that still happened pretty close. That's only a couple generations from us.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff to take in if you think about it that way. I mean, it could get into philosophy too when we're dealing with this kind of stuff with the aliens and demonic and angels and Nephilims and all this, the creatures, giants coming back, the watchers. I mean, there's so much stuff that's you could just start talking about. And that leads me to this before you have a couple more videos. Project Blue Book,
Yes.
the series is
I like the
available.
series.
I believe it's available on Amazon.
It could be on Amazon. It was originally an AMC, and then it went to the History Channel.
It's
So
something
whatever
that
owns AMC.
the stories, what I would like to do too. Remember how we did a show on X-Files? I think
Yeah,
we should do it on Project Blue Book too, because those are true accounts
they are
in
true. accounts.
history. Project
They
Blue
are all
Book.
researched and vetted. You can look them up.
Yes, and we should talk about a few of the episodes, or even do
Let's do
a couple
that.
different
That'd be really
shows on
fun. I would love to do that.
because it's a really good story and it's true.
It has
And
Littlefinger in it from Game of Thrones.
yeah, what's his name? The guy, was it Carl? What's his name?
He's J. Allen Hynek in that in the
Hynek.
show. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I would
yeah,
love to get his son on here. Is it his
that
son or
would be
grandson?
wonderful. You know,
I
I
tried
think
to.
he makes his rounds. He makes the rounds of the UFO tour circuit like a speaker.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him because that would be a great person to get on and get some behind the scenes stories. You know, like dinner talk. You know what I mean? Talking over the dinner table type of thing.
Yeah,
I think that would be
that
really
definitely
fun.
would. And another person I tried to get on years ago was the guy that runs SETI. Now, I don't know if you guys know about SETI. I used to have
Yes,
SETI
yes.
on my computer. And
Really?
the SETI that you can track
Yeah.
down. Yes, it's really cool. You can do it yourself if you want. And this computer might be able to stand it. I know it takes a lot of
Yeah, you got a nice one now. That might
it takes a
actually.
lot of power to run their you download it onto your computer and you get to be part of the, if they see anything, I don't
You
know how
track
it
it.
works. You track it. It's really interesting. And I wanted to see if they had anything like sightings or any communication.
I do
I have
know that two people that work at SETI have their own podcast, and we can reach out to them and have
yeah,
like a
definitely
roundtable.
like to have them. Definitely.
So, I mean, it might not be the owner, but it's somebody who works there. You know, that would be really fun to do too. And if any of you want to see that, please put it in the comments. Let us know of what's going
Definitely.
on there.
So
But,
go ahead and show those videos.
yeah.
I want to bring
So
up
this was
on Monday.
this was a live Fox 5 in New York chopper
Oh,
like
yeah.
view of the city in New York, and they caught. It's going to come from right to left, almost like a little diagonal down. Orb flying. So I'm going to show this. Take a look at this.
Environmental review prior to launching the plan.
You see that?
Yeah, it was fast.
And this is extra slowed down.
That was November 18th.
Yeah,
Now they want to be seen.
they do. They've
They
been
want to
hidden for how
know
many
that
years?
they're out there.
Looks like an object flying very fast over the water, very close to the water.
A different source entirely described this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
So that was the New York Post reporting on that. So not the traditional TikTok person there. The footage was pulled from Fox 5. So where there's smoke, there's fire, right, Jenny? So you're not pulling reflection off of a glass. You're not pulling a drone stationary, but it looks to be going fast because the helicopter's going fast. Heads up, Merrick. Helicopters don't go that fast. Planes do. But helicopters don't go that fast.
That's
so
crazy.
that's why when people go missing out in the woods and whatever, they use helicopters because they can hover and they're going pretty, slow for lack of a better word, to look for people. So it's really highly unlikely that somebody or that helicopter is going that fast to make the orb look like it's going that fast. You know what I mean? Something doesn't add up there.
No.
And orbs are, these perfectly round balls are what the UFO shape du jour is, really. In the 80s, you had the saucer. 90s, you had the cigar and the triangle. And now the 2000s, you seem to have these orbs. You know what I mean? The perfectly round ones. So it definitely seems like they're changing, shape, but it
Definitely.
fits perfectly with what's been seen. The Tic Tac, the Gimbal, the Go Fast, they're all shapes and orbed.
Yeah, they're all.
That's all they are. So I thought that was interesting. Very recent, just a few days ago. I thought that was good. And then I'm going to play this last one because this is called a Thanksgiving horror story. It's supposed to be true. So let's see what it is.
Most of my family lives in a rural part of Central Florida, closer to the East Coast though. My Uncle Ben was hosting Thanksgiving one year. His house sits on a huge lake with like 5 other houses, that's it. I don't want to give the name of the lake or the town because that would be doxing my uncle basically. It's not a fancy house and setup like you're picturing, trust me. It's rustic, but private and spacious. My uncle is a bit of a redneck, but he makes our holiday gatherings more fun. Him hosting Thanksgiving this year meant that he'd be going all out, making it like a party basically, with music, cornhole, coolers full of beers, and all of that good stuff. We got to his house around 3. During the day, we all drank some beers, ate some snacks like chips and dip, and played drinking games together. Card games, cornhole, and even basketball with my cousin. Though the basketball didn't last long with 3 beers and a bunch of chips in our stomachs. This all went on for a few hours with music blasting. An unusual way of celebrating Thanksgiving, I know. Then as it started getting darker around 5:30, Aunt Mel and Uncle Ben started bringing the food out to the table. They set the table up under the big gazebo. It was around sunset when everything was set up and we were all eating. The gazebo has lights, so when it got really dark, the lights turned on. By 6 o'clock, it was basically pitch black out. My uncle's probably the only one alive who insists on doing Thanksgiving dinner outside. But we all enjoy it. It makes it more fun. The fun soon ended, though. My cousin suddenly pointed out past me to the woods, saying, "Dad, who's that?" Uncle Ben turned around and said, "Who the hell?" There was someone standing out in front of the woods like a statue, watching us eat.
Oh, Jesus.
Uncle Ben stood up and started walking over to the guy standing by the woods. "Can I help you with something?" I'd say he was about halfway to the woods. The guy turned around and ran into the woods.
Oh, what's going
Uncle Ben turned
on?
around and laughed. He was definitely drunk by this point, finding humor in this. I said, "Must be one of the local mob now, ready to help my uncle here again." Then I started walking back to the house.
Aww.
The living room, with clear tensions and uneasy room. There was this quick and sudden loud bang on the glass, followed by a window in the kitchen completely shattering. And Mel yelled at Uncle Ben to go get the old rifle from the closet.
Going
He yelled back that
fast.
thing hadn't been loaded in years.
Yeah.
The police response time was pretty good. A singular beep of the siren for the police car outside let us know he arrived. But the people outside
Something happened.
Yeah. Oh, man. Bad video. It started
Yeah.
off good. It started off
Something
good.
happened. Some crazy man in the background.
Well, they do talk about, I guess Florida would be what, the skunk ape?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But we're coming to a close.
We are.
I just want to say something real quick.
Sure.
For all my Pittsburghers. I'm having a book signing December 7th at the Greensburg Barnes & Noble on December 7th from 2 to 4. I'll have books of all my books, my trilogy, From the Sky, Equinox, Aurora's Curtain, and Moondust. Well, Moondust not because it's not in I wonder if I should make it in. No, I'm not. Moondust is an ebook, and Rocky, the new Rocky, the Rockefeller Christmas Tree. And I have for the first 5 children, I'm giving away a free book. So for the first 5 kids. So
we got to promote that locally around you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That sounds wonderful. Yeah, we'll run a little video for people, I guess within 10 miles of you.
Yeah, it's I haven't had one in years before COVID.
Yeah,
so it's been a while, but I'll have all my From the Sky, the 3 books. But you should read the Moondust, the prequel, before you read From the Sky. But it's an ebook. It's not really long. I think it's like 60,000 words, but it's not that long. But the new Rocky is adorable. In fact, I think I'm going to show it real quick. I posted on my Facebook page. I posted on Oracle Talk Radio too, but the flyers on there. So let me see. Ooh, you can't see that, can you? I don't want you to see all my junk. I hope you can't see it yet. But let me pull it up. I'll just pull up Rocky's page. I have Rocky make Christmas great again. Yeah, let me pull. Okay, I'm going to share the screen right now. This is a little flyer I made. Can you see it?
Yeah. Look how adorable Rocky
I
is.
can make it big. Yeah, he is. He's the new. He got a facelift.
Go ahead and click on that plus
So,
up there in the corner.
He got a facelift.
He got a facelift. Okay.
Yeah, but this is the flyer. And author, me, and Dina Colangelo. She is the illustrator. And this is December 7th, 2 to 4, Greensburg, Barnes & Noble. A free book for the first 5 kids. But I'll have my other books there too. So if for you people who are local, I better see you.
You got to post that in all of the local Pittsburgh and surrounding area groups on Facebook. You'll get some turnout that way.
I'm slow. I should have did this a while ago. In fact, I didn't know I did it for pre-order. So it's locked that I can't order no book. I mean, I only ordered 5 books, but I'm going to try to get a printer if you know of any printers that can print this really quick. Because the ebook has been released, but I believe or is it still pre-order? But the paperback and the hardback is to be released today. So it's good. I think, I think it was today. Yes, it was today, the 27th. Was it 29th, 28th? I forget what 29th. So it's going to be released. It is going to be released today by midnight, I believe. And so I can't order any. So I have to I have 5 for the first 5 kids. I'm going to try to get more.
Don't be number 6, Greensburg.
Yeah, I'm trying to order more this week. Yeah. So before next weekend. So I'm excited, but I'll have all my other books there. But you can also get the old version of it. He's just got a facelift. I mean, there's
still the same book, right?
It's still the same book, same story, same. You can get the ebook. There's also a coloring book. The coloring book did not get very good reviews, which I'm pretty pissed off at.
Oh.
But there's a coloring book too. But this is the start of the Christmas spirit. So I want to make Rocky great again. I'll show you right here. Wait a minute. He has what's going on?
Oh, there he is.
Can you see him?
Make Christmas great
How
again.
Adorable. So I'm excited. So I want to make him great. The first year in 2000, it's been going on since 2007. I wrote the book. And, he's been through a lawsuit and everything, and we know all that. Yeah. But
that's why he got a facelift. He was too tired from before.
Well, no, the first one came out in 2007. Then Gina did the first illustrations 2016.
Okay.
And that was when Donald Trump became president, and so he's going to be president again, and that's why I didn't make Christmas great again, because he made it the All Stars on Amazon. Meaning, I got a big check from Amazon back in 2016. So
nice.
Yeah, so I want that to happen again.
Yeah.
So, but it's great if you have nieces, nephews, grandkids, kids. It's adorable. It's about a little Christmas tree that wanted to be the big tree in New York, and he gets that wish. And then, I'll tell you the end because it's still a good story. He doesn't, people. I got some really shitty reviews one year saying, "Oh my God, I'm gonna choke." Saying, "Well, he got chopped down, and it means he died." No, he's a magical tree. And he went to the North Pole with all the other Rockefeller Christmas trees from years gone by with all the. Yeah. So he's at the North Pole with Santa Claus. But it's a great little story. So if you can support me, I would be so happy. And if you do a review, that makes it even better. But
there you have
it. There you go. So I just want to wish everybody again a wonderful Thanksgiving evening. Enjoy your family. And it was really great to have you here with us, right, Tom?
Absolutely. It's a lovely time. Thank you, everybody. We can't wait to see you next week with another wonderful interview of somebody in the paranormal, and we will.
Yeah, Bob Weber. He's a former MUFON, I believe, state representative. I don't know for who. Yeah, he was a director. So he wrote a new book.
Wonderful UFOs.
Have a great night, everyone. And thank you again for watching Chasing Prophecy.
Bye, everybody.